Right, so this is just a short video to explain these bump stops on the for the standard CF Bedford steering rack. When you're installing the disc brake kits, the first thing you need to know is that these bump stops are made out of alloy, and it's important to make sure those two dots are facing out when you install this thing. So I'll hand you over to Murray to he can explain how you install them and all about the drilling of the holes and the pins and where you go.
Okay. Get the bump stops. They're tapered, and there's a dot each. There's two dots showing the right way.
And that's why you need to have
the
them.
Taper goes in first. So all you need to do is put one in there like that, but line the flat up on the first one, roughly with the top where I've marked here with the steering rack.
Yeah.
So line that up there, put the other half in there, and while keeping that and the dots are showing there, keep them in line, just slide that in there. Push them both in. Right. Make sure the line's still in line with that. There.
Yep.
And the dots are showing.
Yep.
Then wind the rack back in like that. You can have an assistant if you like to hold the wheel over.
And that seats it properly.
Hold it there and make sure that's in tight. Then get the drill. Get your drill supplied, measure the roll pin, put a mark on the drill with the roll pin where it does.
So it's the same length as the roll pin.
Then drill down just before there's a ridge up on top here on the steering racks.
Put a dot.
Right, so you want to drill just in front of that and on the left of the ridge.
Yeah.
The steering rack boot.
Yeah.
Groove. One there. And then drill the other one just up in there where you can comfortably get a drill in them.
Yep.
To a depth. Then get your little roll pins. Yep. Get one and a long nose pair of pliers. Just put that in there on the hole. Tap that in, and then knock it all the way home.
And
then you do exactly the same as this on the other side, on the reverse.
And you just take this roughly 45 degrees
roughly
axis.
45. Follow the line through to the other side, and done.
And you're just going to make sure you drill on the other side of the seal seat into this area here somewhere. And you mark it exactly the same way you've done there. Easy. And so what's the story with the power steering kits that you do? You don't have to do all this, do you?
No, with the power steering, if you have a power steering rack, which I supply new ones now, I don't use second-hand ones, they're originally mounted onto the original mounting brackets, so there's no modifications there whatsoever. The racks bolt straight on, and if you use power steering, there's no need to have bump stops or anything at all like that, because all the steering racks are the normal day car's turning circle, so that when I put my disc brakes on,
you don't have to worry about it.
They will not go around. Shut here. Well,
they won't
normally when the calipers are on, and you've got your brake lines coming up here, it won't foul on the A-frames.
Yeah. So that's what these bump stops on the standard racks are for, because the original standard CF steering turning arc was pretty radical. And so
well, as you can see here, that's where they go.
Yeah, that's where they used to stop.
It's just
massive.
That's
which
just
is dangerous, and that's they wouldn't even get on the road today if they were trying to put these things on the road. So that's what these stops are, is to bring it
So
back.
if they don't want to mess with the bump stops,
Yeah, power steering.
you power steering.
Yeah, but if you're
Buy the
still
whole
going to
kit,
run,
discs and bump power
Yeah.
steering in one kit.
yeah. But if you're going to just get the disc brake kit and you want to run the standard CF Bedford steering rack, you need to install
Must have the bump
yeah, it's a
stops.
must. It's a safety thing. And drilling 2 holes isn't going to weaken the structural integrity of the rack housing at all. So hope that explains how that works. Well, there's one there, yeah.
They do pop rivets in there anyhow, so
Yeah.
to hold the retaining ring inside.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Well, that's exactly. So basically, you're doing the same thing that they originally did.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't paramatter. Anyway, that's the explanation. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Thank you.